So, good evening, sir.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You tell me, what about you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Okay,
So,
so we are meeting after a long time, so let's start with the introduction.
okay,
Please introduce yourself a little bit.
okay, you know very well me, but I'm going to introduce. So, my name is Sandeep and I hail from Jharkhand. Currently, I'm working as a teacher. My major is accounts and finance. In free time, I enjoy reading books, learning languages, stacking conversation with strangers, and traveling. So, it's my short intro.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. As you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I have a YouTube channel. If I tell you about my qualification, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. So this is all about me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's well. I'm
Okay.
also from the same background.
So a little bit, I would like to know about your English journey. For how long have you been learning this English language and the kind of hurdles you faced? So would you like to share?
Yes, sure. So I have been learning last 6 months, maybe 6 months or seven. I have started, I have been learning since 12 Feb 2024 from
Okay.
this year. So yeah, when I was a beginner, it was really difficult to make conversation. That time I was understanding everything perfectly, but when come in a speaking section, so it's really difficult for me. When I start to speaking, in my mind there was a lot of word sentences, but when I start to speaking or delivering the thoughts, I didn't deliver in a proper way. So it's happened with every beginner. And but right now you can see,
Yeah.
like, I can talk to any person, maybe, even I can talk to the people from native country like US, UK, and there is nothing more to explain about me. I'm very like confident in English. So really it was like a very fantastic journey. Journey means, if you enjoy doing anything, you can enjoy the process or journey. So at the beginning, everybody at the beginning, they want to talk with like a person, they are very beginner. But that time I used to talk to native speakers only. I had a lot of friends from US and UK. And I have also one of the good friend. She is Russian American, but right now we don't talk each other because she is visiting. So I always talk on daily basis. She was learning Hindi, so sometime I help her to learn Hindi, and mostly I take advantage. Always I talk in English. I take a lot of advantage. So
Okay.
almost 1 month I talked to her, and then I for think, like, I have to work on my grammar as well as pronunciation. Then I start to learning. I purchase a lot of grammar books and start to learning, or like a self improvement. I try to find out my figure out my like weak areas, and I start to improving that. And also I have created my own strategy that, there is a thousand of a strategy to learn English. Even we don't need to ask any random teachers to how we can improve English. You can find out your own, all your own strategy. Or
Absolutely.
first of all, you have to take feedback from any, like, advanced learner, or maybe you can ask from any teachers, and you can work on weak areas, and definitely after few days or maybe few weeks, you will realize that you are going to do better. So right now I'm doing well. So it was really
Yeah.
wonderful journey. Even, I always like to talk with native speakers. Why? Because my main goal to learn this language to talk with a native person, not like an Indians only. In motive, because maybe I have go to in future out of India, like a UK. So definitely I like
Okay.
to learn America British accent too, and mostly I like to listen to British guys. The British English is the original English, we know very well. So it
Yes,
was really nice
absolutely.
journey. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Nice journey. Whatever you mentioned so far, it was very nice, really interesting, I must say. Okay, so you are a teacher, right?
Right.
Okay, beforehand that I would like to ask the question related to the facts you shared. After that, I will be asking the thing. The kind of difficulties and the fear, basically, it's kind of in the form of fear. I think this is the main difficulty because we fear of this English language. This happens, and I can say I can really relate with this word fear, fearing of this English. I would not say fearing of English language. Basically, I had the fear of deal with people. Like, how would I deal with people when it comes to speaking English? There was a time I used to feel like fearing. So there are many people they fear of this English language. So to your mind, according to you, what do you think? Like, what is this fear all about? There are many
Yeah,
people they fear when it comes to do such kind of video conversation or trying to speak to the people in person. Okay, so there are people they cannot articulate their words in a right way. They just all of a sudden they start fearing and trembling in a fear, and they are like forgetting the particular word as well. All are interconnected. So this happens. So what is your take on? How can we get the riddance? What could
yeah,
be
that
the steps to
yes, surely,
conquer over these kind of
every
feelings?
beginner, they are, afraid, or, they have a fear of making mistakes. Mostly fear of making mistakes, and if they were not good at English at, when he or she was in a school or college. So definitely when they want to start and going to start English journey, really it feel like, it is very difficult for me. Or when we talk about English, so English is like a ocean. But when we if we are going to suggest to any beginner, we have to say like English is a very easy thing. You have to, already very well. When we talk about Indian education system, so in Indian education system, they focus on, like writing and reading, and we know the fundamental of any language. We have to focus on four areas like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. But our Indian education
Absolutely.
system, they focus on only two things like writing and reading. The rest two things
Yes,
we have
and
to
to
focus.
get the syllabus completed.
Yeah, and
This
the
also.
two things we have to focus, that speaking and listening. And just we have to focus on two things, and definitely you could speak very well. Just you have to focus to listen to native speaker or any good speaker, and start to practicing you at the beginning level. You can start to speaking little sentences. For example, I'm speaking, if you want to say something, you have to break the sentences in a small pieces. For example, right now I'm talking. After talking, I will start, I have to study something, I have to write something, and I have to go to market. We can speak like this, like a child. Mostly you can say like a level one. You have to then again you feel like, yeah, very I can make sentences, a small sentences. Then you can switch in, a step, level second, where you can say, after studying, I will start my chapter one and I have to finish lesson one. Then I will switch on another chapters, and I have to purchase something from the market, so I have to go to the market. You have to increase the sentence of the level of the sentences. Then in a step third, you have to, increase the sentences more. That means, you can say like, I have a conversation with you. After that, I will uh, I will attend, my classes. There is at 8 p.m. there is a class, online classes or lectures I have to attend. The session will be for 2 hours. After that, I have to visit to market to purchase something like that, and again I have to start. I will start the pending lesson. Then I will take my dinner, or I will go to bed. So this, we could increase the level of sentences, level one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Absolutely.
7, 8, 9, 10. So it is the best way. And always, for example, being a teacher, even I don't teach to kids, but I know that the strategy to teach kids. If I want to teach English to kids, first of all, I will try to, help them to start to speaking. Just you have to speak a small sentences like good morning, good afternoon, or sir, can I take can I go out of the class, and could, may I take bottle of water, or may I take a pencil, like the things, you can start. And
Absolutely.
in level 1 and 2, maybe a student from, like a very beginning, like LKG, UKG, 1 class, 2 class. And then when they reach in another level, I have to, we have to suggest a student. So speak the complete sentences. For example, sir, I am late because I have some work at my home, or maybe my parents was not at home, so it was the reason that I was late today. Next time I will try to be on time. And they will start to making full sentences in the
Yeah,
level second. So it's the best way. And when they start to speaking in this level, they feel like English is really easy. Just we have to make the sentences. Even we want to say some, we have to say something, but we don't say like a, in a one sentences, one paragraph. We have to break in a piece to piece. So it is the best way to teach a students or any beginner. But
absolutely
yeah,
agree.
it is the best way to for the beginner. And when they come or fall in in when they come in this path, they will realize that English is really like an ocean. Even nobody will be perfect, everybody will be, yeah, some people can be like a very good but can't be perfect. Even I have experience of last 6 months. So English is an ocean. In in every day there is 4 or 5 or maybe 10 words added on dictionary. So to remember
Yeah,
all the sentences is really difficult. Even I have been learning last 6 months one, but sometimes when I connect to my friends from you like US and UK, I I confused when I listen any un familiar word. Sometimes last time I was talking about some things maybe related to business. Even I'm from commerce background, I know about the things, but even I I didn't understand one word. So it's happened when you connect to the person from native country, or maybe the person they have a like a good knowledge, or they have a strong vocabulary. So but at the beginning they follow the same strategy and try to listen a lot. Listening is the main goal. So it is a
absolutely
fundamental.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I tell you about myself, meaning my experience earlier when I was like pursuing my college, so I didn't know that that moment that we had to listen things when I was pursuing my college, like second year, final year. I changed my subjects from Hindi into English. Apart from that, I didn't do anything. I didn't do like kind of in the form of efforts, I can say. I didn't put in efforts to speak English, and we didn't have the resources like smartphone and the social media and all. So I didn't know about all the things, and nobody that moment nobody guided me. Nobody told me like, Nutan, you would do this, you should do that, and this likewise this. And yeah, particularly and specifically why I'm saying about listening, because listening plays a very essential role here. When we are being able to listen things in a right way, then we can respond in the same context, right? What happens?
Yeah, yeah.
Is something wrong?
No, no, it was Wi-Fi connection issue. So now it's okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so to my mind, listening is very important. On the other hand, we always say the same thing, harping on the same string. Speak, always try to speak a single sentence, try to take an initiative, but speak. Okay, but what about listening? Many people, they are not taking care. Nobody, sometimes they are not paying a heed towards listening. But listening plays a very huge role to learn English language, basically to speak in English. When we are that moment we are understood, then we can respond na, in the same way, in the same context, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think this plays a very vital role, as well as the speaking. So whatever you said, I'm totally I can feel that kind of emotion, because I have gone through many kind of feelings and difficulties. So I totally concur with that, whichever things you shared so far. So I was asking about that you are a teacher, computer science
Yeah.
teacher, right? So have you ever like faced any student who is kind of brat, or you behaved in a such a way like you became so ruthless, meaning very, you are also doing the same thing, like the student is very like he's not listening you, maybe he's not listening you, he's very like what can I say, he's like showing tantrum, he's not paying attention, and that moment as a result you are like you have become so much, like rude, and you are like beating him, scolding him. So have you ever like faced such kind of situations?
Maybe I not remember. I don't remember. So maybe sometime it happened, but rarely. Mostly, teacher. We are here for teach, and teachers are sorry. Students are here for learn. But maybe sometime, but I never. I don't remember the days. But if you face in such type of issue, just we have to ignore her and tell go out of the class. If you don't want to pay attention what I'm teaching you, you can go out of the class, and they will go out of the class. Then we continue, because for one student, if they are like distracting to other student, we can't allow to stay here, because for
Absolutely.
only for you the class will be distracted and rest the student will not get the advantage of today's lesson. So only option go out of class, and one option you can come here and stand there, like in front of all the students. Then when they
Okay.
come on a stand on front of like whole class, they will feel like shy and they will not do anything wrong. They will only focus on books. They will hide their face on books, cover the face. So
Okay.
it's the best way. No need to punish. Just you have to stand up, or sometime rarely I provide, I instruct to go to class, go out of the class. But because when they go out of class, they didn't learn anything. So it will be better to stay
Absolutely.
inside the class but focus on book only, and so it is the best way. And second day,
Okay.
he will realize that they don't, he was really wrong, and he realized that I don't have to do anything like that. Otherwise, again, I will punished.
Okay. And do they fear of you? Any of student?
Yeah, lot of some students. Even I got one call. Actually, one of a student from other country. They have shifted here, and yeah, and taken admission. So even I received one message that my student is not going to school due to like you. They are very afraid. I said
Okay.
why? What is the reason? So reason behind that they are really so afraid. You scored. So yeah, I scored. If you didn't do in the right way, in the best way, so some student really fear when we scored one time, they never speak again or say anything. So it's happened sometimes. So but ultimately the way it is kind of the things, we have to be friendly, even we have to strict, and the all the things we have to manage and we have to keep balance. If for example we become very friendly, so it is not good.
They will not
And
take you
even
seriously.
yeah, and also if we become like so strict, also it is not good, because a student will study only due to the fear, not like they will not
Yeah,
enjoy. They will only learn due to
absolutely.
the fear. So we have to make balance. So yeah, some students I
Yes,
face, some
yes.
are really so afraid, and some are enjoy a lot. So it always happens.
Okay. And have you ever like got any kind of situation or moment when somebody, any of your student, made you feel happy with his any deed, any of his deed, or anything he had done for you, anything, and he made
Mm,
you happy, satisfied?
satisfied means satisfied means when they study in a best way, like when whatever I teach they follow the rules and regulation, they are getting good marks, or they realizing the process, so yeah, always whenever I teach some of a student, you can find in each classes they are really like taking interest, and they write the questions. So I like those students, they ask question, they show the curiosity, that's they are really learning.
Absolutely.
They are always saying, sir, I have done the things whatever you teach at class. And like really it was work like this way, sir. So really I like some students, they are really taking focus, or they are very curious to learn the thing, they do itself at home. So it is the best way. We realize that students are really getting interest on that subject or doing, and when they find any kind of difficulty, they always ask. So it is the best way to learn. make happy, not like a happy they they provide you something like that's no. It's not like teacher is a kind of the things like voluntary things. We don't teach like a student to get the appreciation. No, we don't like any appreciation. Even you like me or don't like me, it not matter. Always I am like the person, I do whatever I do, I know that it is the right way, or I do for your future. If you don't like, it's okay. If you like, it's okay. I don't care you like me or not like me. But whatever I do, I think, yeah, I'm happy, yeah, I'm doing something for you, I'm providing something for you, for your future, for your career. So yeah, always I feel happy whenever a student raise questions, and they ask me, they discuss some problem, basic problem, even they are facing in your life. So it's happened.
Absolutely, and it was really nice whatever you shared. See why I chose that this like picking your like moments, whatever you like teach to your student and whatever is happening in your class and all. See when somebody asks us in such a way, like it shows up like very normal, natural thing. Like it was very natural for you to explain the things, to narrate the things, because it is very normal and you used to do this. And students used to do this with you, and they like behave in such a way, all those things, because you are quite accustomed to that. Okay, it's very natural, it's kind of in our instinct. That is why it is very easy for us to say things in English, because it's automatically just coming out. Okay, we don't have to think much, we don't have to like pressurize our mind. So I think this is a
Yeah.
very nice way. Instead of choosing some like particular topic, any concrete topic, if we say or ask these kind of scenario related to your life, related to your professional life, you can say, whatever you do related to your occupation, or whatever you do on every single day, let's say about your daily routine and all, or something has happened with you or had happened with you earlier, I think that's a very nice way to not to ask, just to explain, to narrate, because intuitively we are saying things, we don't have to think much. Okay, and it's just coming out, because there are many people, they say, they, you can say, they make a kind of lame excuses that when it comes to speak in English, they feel like the content is missing, nothing is here, it's totally vacant, the upper story is totally vacant. Sometimes people say this. Okay,
Yeah,
so the
but
thing is that,
it is,
yeah,
it is not good. We have to choose, unfamiliar topic too, because when we, mostly people are familiar talking the same thing, like about education, technology, the random topics already, whenever I
yeah,
connect to any random guy facing the same issue. So it is not a good way. We have to be uncomfortable to learn something. People like to be comfortable in whatever they have. So yeah, people they could explain very well when they choose a topic related to their career, their like a daily lifestyle, profession, occupation. So they could explain well. But yeah, for beginner it is good. But if you are going to learn some new vocabs and the things, then we have to be uncomfortable. We have to choose
yes, yes,
a
like
topic not related to our
agree.
lifestyle.
Agree. I'm also
Yeah.
saying the same thing. Like for a beginner, it's quite easy to say things, and it's coming out normally, naturally. It's coming out smoothly. We don't have to think much, pressurize our mind. Okay, because this happens. And yeah, if I tell you about the concrete topic, so it's not about just choosing topic. Okay, if somebody asks you, let's say in your mother tongue, Hindi, my mother tongue is Hindi. So somebody asked me in my mother tongue, okay, let's say let's talk about this topic. So I'm not like feeling like comfortable. I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah, I will be saying some lines, some sentences, but not all the 10 to 10, 15 minutes. I will not be saying things, because it's because if the knowledge is missing here, how would I, right? First
Yeah,
thing is
yeah.
that, and the other thing is that this should come out in a very normal way, natural way. Okay, or else we will appear like a fake, robotic kind of thing. First of all, beforehand that we need to gather the information, knowledge. Knowledge matters here.
Yeah.
No, it's not about just English language. It's about any of languages. Okay, if you have the knowledge, so you can say things, you can explain things. It's not a bad thing, not a bully thing, if you're not feeling like comfortable saying about some particular topics. Okay, it start from the scratch. Once you are being able to say things about yourself, let's say about your intro, what you do, whatever you do, like on your like every single day, whatever you do, your daily routines. This means it is a starting point. You have to get a very good hold and command over these kind of particular conversation and the things which you are trying to convey to the people.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any words, concrete words to share?
Yeah,
One or
sure.
two?
You said like, yeah, you said like, some idioms. So yeah, I could share some
Anything,
idioms.
anything which you like.
Okay, so idiom will be the well. It will be the good because nowadays we should use idioms to make effective communication. The first one will be, like a lone wolf. A lone wolf means, like a person who like to work without taking help. Wolf is a kind of animals, you can see they are always single means, they don't live together with any other animals. They always live with their family. So a lone wolf, that means a person who like working or doing without taking help to others.
A lone wolf.
Yeah,
Okay.
for example, I'm a kind of a lone wolf. I don't take any help whenever I going to do anything. I do myself. I don't take help
Okay.
from others. Yeah, the
Okay.
second one is a party animal. A party animals means, the person who enjoy having parties. For example, you can find some person in our family member, or maybe our in some friends, in some person in our friend circle, they enjoy to have party on regular basis. They always say to have a party, go to outside. You can find some
Yeah.
person. So you can say
Sociable.
like, a
Yeah.
party animal.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And one thing, a dark horse, a dark horse means the person who is
Yeah.
like ability. They have a lot of ability, like,
Chipa
ability
Rustam.
to ability,
Yeah.
a skill, a capacity to be success, achieve a secret something. A dark horse, you are a kind of person. A dark horse means you have a secret strategy to study, or doing something. And one thing, one more, that is, an early bird. An early bird, very well. Like, I'm an early bird. That means I wake up at morning, like
Yes, yes.
early morning, someone who get up early morning. So yeah, early bird. And the opposite of early bird is a night owl. Night owl means the person who go to bed at, like, late night. Some person, you can say some person are early birds and some are night owls.
Night owl.
For
Yeah.
example, when we talk about, if you ever seen the interview of Akshay Kumar, that's actor, Indian actor. So he is an early bird. He always get up at 4 o'clock last few
Yes,
years.
yes.
And when we talk about Shahrukh Khan, it is also an Indian actor. So he is a night owl. He go to sleep at late night. So also we can apply in our conversation. Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
all. And also, when one more thing we can say, like a gold digger. You can always uh, heard this word, gold digger. Gold digger means,
Yeah.
some come in relationship for only for money, not for like they don't love you. They come with you for getting something more, like only for money.
Selfishness, to meet your
Yeah,
selfishness.
greedy, selfness. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's too long video and we need to wind up this session, okay? And it was really, really nice
Yeah.
conversation with you. Thank you. You gave me your precious time.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.